massive promotions on the way. We've got a lot of people out there that are going for EVP Infinity. A lot of, too many people to name for EVP Platinum, EVP Gold, but it's just an exciting time to be here in myEcon. This $9.95 promotion has been 3 is the key. It's been a big hit, and we just want to keep it going. We've already done about 1,000 recruits just in the last 4.5 days. And that's an amazing number, folks. You just extrapolate that out, and you can see that we're going to do well over 10,000 recruits during this promotion period. And that's going to be a tremendous amount of income for all of our associates come January and February of 2018. So that's what it's all about. And what I want to do is just take a couple minutes of your time tonight. And I want to talk just a little bit here about, a little bit more about the promotion, a couple things that I didn't do really a great job on when I talked on last week. And one of the great things about the promotion, folks, is, the price. Everybody got that right. All of us, we did that right, $9.95. And we do have coupons in the back that you can still get the coupons, give it to somebody, and give them a gift that I call a gift that keeps on giving all year long, because they're literally not just going to make money, during this promotion. And it's a much bigger picture. And this is one of the things that you want to stress. I've been doing it this way, and I think it can be beneficial to you. Before I do the myEcon presentation, when I'm talking to people, I actually spend a couple of minutes talking about the things that I'm going to run through with you for a couple of minutes here about the promotion. And I say, now we got all that going on. Now let me tell you about the basics of myEcon, okay? I kind of like to give people that good news early. So the bottom line is we got a promotion of $9.95, but it's bigger than the person just getting a discount to get in myEcon, because they're going to have the opportunity to earn money on work that they do over the next 30 days. They're going to be able to make money all year long. So let's start with the first money. The first money, of course, is 3 is the key bonus. For every 3 people that come on your team and stay with the team 60 days, and I just say, 60 days, because the bottom line, if you pay the $9.95, that takes you your first 30 days. You make your first $34.95 payment, that'll take you 60 days out, right? And so it's just easier to explain to someone when you say, somebody that stays in the business 60 days. During that 60 days, they can change their W-4, learn, how the business works, start recruiting other people, start getting income. And if they stay with it 60 days and work during that 60 days, you got a good chance of keeping that person all year long. So you get $100 for every 3. That's big, folks, because they're only recruiting them for $9.95. So 6 people is 200, 9 is 300, and so on. So a person can literally go out there, get themselves 10, 12 people, so they'll have a few extras in case somebody doesn't stay to 60 days, and they can still make an immediate upfront income in myEcon over the next 30 days, even though we're in the promotion period. And there's no limit on that. So that's exciting news. And I like to share that with people right up front so they can come in, hit the ground, start running, and start making some money. Now, let's talk further. But not only do you get the upfront pay, you also at the same time start getting residual income on those people. There's no delay on that. So the people that come in by December 31st, when they pay their residual, when they pay their $34.95 payment in January on our regular residual pay, which is around February 9th, they'll start getting the DTR on those people. So somebody could come in from scratch, put in 30, 40, 50 people on their team and start getting the DTR at the EVP gold position. Or maybe they're already in, or maybe they want to put in 150 or 200 people and make platinum just during this promotion, or even infinity. So here's an example. Let's say that somebody adds 500 people to their team. The bonus is just personal income, but now you've got the team income. So they add 500 people to their team that stick with us 60 days. That's 500 times $8 monthly. you know? And even though those people, some of them are going to fall off, they're going to add more people because some of the people that stay are going to recruit people. Well, guess what? $4,000 a month, folks, that's $48,000 a year. So literally you could go to work for the next, 20 plus days and earn yourself $48,000 next year on that work that you did. So I spend some time just, explaining that to people. Get the big picture out there. Not just the idea that you're getting a business for $9.95, but you're getting a business that can put immediate money in your pocket, that can put money in your pocket all year long. So that's just an example of 500 people paying the $34.95 throughout the year, $4,000 a month, $48,000 a year. Now let's go further. But as their people are in and after the promotion is over, they're going to start working throughout the year. We have people that joined our business last year during the free period that made Infinity their first year in myEcon. Now that's a big deal, right? So you can still go out, make Infinity, make EVP Platinum, make EVP Gold. There's no limit. Now, watch what happens. Let's say you put an extra 200, 300, 500 people, and throughout the year, they bring in 1,000 people on their team and you're in Infinity. That's the $15 upfront money. That's $15,000, okay? See, because they may come in doing this promotion, but they're going to be working in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and so on. Even though the promotion is over, you're going to start getting paid on these people's efforts, from our regular myEcon pay system. So you can launch your business and have a tremendous income next year. Obviously, you'll get upfront money on that. But what if those people, now you start getting residual on those people during the regular pay system. So that's 1,000 people times $8 a month, $8,000 a month. You see, folks, it's a much bigger picture than a $9.95 business, even though a $9.95 business is a great deal because, it's like we say all the time, not only is it $9.95, but it's tax deductible, which gives you the ability to go out now, start building your business and get deductions on part of the things for your car, your cell phone, internet access, all the things that we talk about. So literally, this is the opportunity to build a business at no cost out of your pocket. Because for most people, the tax deductions are going to be much greater than the cost for you to get into business and stay in the business. So just get that mentality that this is the opportunity to launch your business at a whole new level and go out and do something amazing in myEcon. Now, once I get through with that, then I do the regular myEcon presentation. I kind of shorten it up a little bit, just to talk about some of the facts of myEcon. And I'm not going to get into the myEcon presentation a lot right now, but I do want to cover a couple things. Number one, folks, is income shifting is forever. Income shifting is universal. So here's the reality. In myEcon, we have our income shifting strategy, which generates 5 income streams, okay? So you got income shifting, that's the strategy, but income shifting enables a person to correct their W-4. That's a big deal. Get some extra cash, start using it to eliminate debt or invest. See, that's a big deal. You see, it doesn't matter what's going on in the world. If you could get some more cash and start applying that cash to your finances, it's universal. If you're paying off debt, you're saving money. If you invest and you're paying off money. And for a person that needs the money to put into their budget, that's financial relief. So that's a big deal, So income shifting is here forever. And then, of course, you got minimized taxes. That's universal also, folks, in terms of America. Because anytime you can write off things that you were going to spend money on anyway, your car, your cell phone, your internet access, meals, entertainment, travel, all of those things that we spend money on anyway, now you're writing off part of your lifestyle. That's universal. That's big. No matter what happens in the economy, no matter what happens with taxes, that's universal, okay? So that's a big deal. Let's go a step further. Okay, the third strategy, generate business income. Folks, there's over 100 million people in America that's looking to improve their personal finances. Corporate America doesn't have an answer. Okay, they don't have an answer. Corporate America doesn't have the incentive to raise wages significantly. There's more qualified people in America than there are jobs. So wages are not going to go up drastically, right? So it's going to take entrepreneurship for people to change their lives. And there's over 100 million people in the market, folks, that's looking for financial success, and that's what we provide. And we help them do that by acquiring more cash flow. Now, obviously, we've got several ways to help them get that cash flow, which I've already talked about. And that's what we do in myEcon, marketing. You know, people ask me all the time, they say, well, Ivy, you know, we talk about the W-4. What about somebody that comes in myEcon that doesn't have a W-4? They already self-employed. Well, number one, if you're self-employed and you're making a living, you're still paying taxes, right? So we can help you enhance your tax deductions. But number two, folks, you can generate income. See, that's the strategy. That's the cash flow stream that's unlimited. You can be making money 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years from now. Build yourself an income producing asset called your myEcon business, right? So that's what that's all about. Build a business and make great income. And then, of course, number three is debt elimination. Take some of the money from the first three cash flow streams and start paying off your debt. You can never go wrong paying off debt early and keeping your money in your pocket. That's a big deal. And then, of course, the fourth cash flow stream is investing. Take the money from the first four cash flow streams, start investing, build assets, and build yourself an income producing asset. See, that's the strength of myEcon. Our product, our number one product in myEcon is the income shifting strategy that generates 5 cash flow streams. That's the number one product, folks, okay? And that product is more powerful than sales. Now, we want to do sales, make more money, but that strategy is more powerful than sales, okay? Because, see, here's why. Most networkers are never going to be able to build huge downlines. They got lives, they got families, they got jobs out there. But anybody can get their cash, start applying that cash to their finances according to our income shifting strategy, and improve their personal finances. And the majority of the people that we have in myEcon today that are millionaires have been great income shifters, right? Including myself, you know. I make more money from income shifting because that's the number one thing here in myEcon. Let me add a couple other things I want to talk about tonight. Number one, I forgot to tell you about this last week. We're paying the January DTR early, okay? That's supposed to be paid January 12th. We're going to do it a week early, folks, okay? So you're going to get your money a week early on the January DTR. I figured that'll, make some of you kind of smile out there a little bit. Everybody likes to get money early, right? I know I do. And if you don't want yours early, send it to me, and I'll use it for a week or two, and then I'll send it to you, right? So, but everybody want to get their money early, so that's a great thing. So DTR is coming out. Now, then, of course, February 9th, you got DTR again, all right? And then on February 23rd, we'll be paying the bonuses for all of the 3 is the key, okay? So that's a big deal. And then, of course, in March, you got DTR again. So we're going to have a lot of pay. Besides the weekly paychecks, folks, there's going to be a tremendous amount of cash flowing in myEcon to the field in the next 60 days. And that's what it's about. How much cash flow can you get out there in the field? That's our number one goal in myEcon, to put more money in your pocket. So that's a big deal. Next thing I want to talk about real quick is the new tax plan the new tax law that we got in America. I get a lot of people been asking me about it. I mean, what do you think about this and what do you think about that? And I said, well, once they get it voted in, then I can tell you. Here's my assessment of it. It's a whole lot of not much of anything. Most people in this country, that's got jobs, some of them going to be in categories they're going to maybe pay $1,000 or less more in taxes. Okay. And then you got some people that's got jobs, they're going to maybe pay, a little less, So in other words, some people are going to pay up to $1,000 more. Some are going to pay up to $1,000 less, Probably more winners than losers, but none of the money is big, I I mean, $1,000, what's that? You know, $80 a month, you know? So the big winners in this thing, and the only place that there's a big change is big corporations that are doing, you know, hundreds of millions of billions of dollars in terms of taxes, right? That's doing hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars. So folks, the bottom line, our business stays the same. We still got the income shifting still work. We still got the W-4. We still get all of our regular tax deductions, okay? Somebody had it confused out there and they said, well, you're not going to be able to get your regular tax deductions. That person doesn't know the difference between Schedule A employee deductions or reimbursements versus business deductions. All the business deductions are the same. And here's the reality. Because this tax plan is not really giving the American employees, you know, people making, you know, $150,000 a year or less, any real breaks. You know, they're not going to save. Some people might save, you know, $1,000 a year. Some people might pay $1,000 more, all minor. Then guess what? The same 100 million people out there that need and desire financial help, that don't have money into their retirement plan. You've heard me say before, 69% of Americans don't have $1,000. They still won't have $1,000 after this tax plan, and it's not going to put it in their pocket. The people that haven't built any, you know, real assets, they still in the same boat. None of that has changed of any significance, more than 1 or 2%, one way or the other. Nothing that's life-changing, nothing that's going to shake the earth, one way or the other. So guess what? It's business as usual in myEcon. And our market is as big as it ever was. If anything, what this should do is make our market and make our message stronger, because what it says is the government doesn't have an answer for Americans' finances, and they don't even want one. Okay? If it's going to happen, then we got to go do it. And so we're sitting in a great shape tonight, you know, because there's hundreds of millions of people out there that need what we have. We're going to go out and we're going to make it happen. And then it might even be a silver lining. Okay? What's the silver lining? Well, guess what? If people out there, if big corporations are going to pay less taxes, then myEcon's going to pay less taxes. And if we pay less taxes, that's more money that I can put in the myEcon comp plan. And that's what it's all about, folks, okay? Believe me, I'm on it all the time. If we pay less taxes, then, and we are, you know, we're going to go from 35% down to 21%. We got more cash. You know, we can have bigger conferences. We can put more in the comp plan. So it's a win-win for myEcon, right? That's what it's all about. So we just want to go out there and make those things happen. Let me tell you the other silver lining. If big Fortune 500 companies are going to make billions of dollars and pay less taxes, you want some of that money? Buy some stock. That's what it's all about. See, it's all win-win. That's what it's all about in America. And you know what we got coming up in June, right? But you got to get yourself together now. We're going to be buying more stock. We're going to buy more of America. Hey, you know, if a company's out there and they normally make $10 billion a year in profit, and they normally pay 35% of that, $3.5 billion in taxes, and now they're going to pay $2.1 billion in taxes, you know, that's going to bump their bottom line. It's going to make their stock price go up, and we're going to buy some of that stock and make more money. That's what it's all about. So don't be afraid. Be excited. Be motivated. Our opportunity is bigger than ever, folks, and that's what it's all about. And we're not asking for a handout, you know. We're not asking for a tax deduction. We already got them. We know how to teach people how to get tax deductions in business, right? And so for all of those people out there that want to complain that the tax law doesn't really give them, you know, the tax deductions they want, they just giving more money, more tax deductions to the rich, then tell them to do this. Get a business and let's go get richer. And that's what it's all about here in myEcon's.